My name is Charlie Lane, and I have the absolute pleasure of serving as one of the creatives here at Crosspointe Church in Anaheim. Right when I first got here to Crosspointe, a little over a year ago, we recognized that there had been some key decisions made within the integration process previously that had led to some compromise within a really great system, that those shortcuts turned a great system into an okay system. So part of what our temptation was to tear it down to the studs and start over again. And Justin's insight and perspective allowed us to save hundreds of thousands of dollars and allowed us to make the right decision versus impulsive decisions. Instead of allowing us to go all the way to the finish line to rehang a whole new PA, he said, all you have to do is fix the processing and this rig will sing. And he could not have been more right. The thing that stood out to me is with Justin, it wasn't about profit. It wasn't about profit margin. It wasn't about trying to upsell. He was solution-minded, and he helped a church that was genuinely trying to punch up a system, make a couple small tweaks, and take a great rig that had, for some reason, been put into a mono config and allowed it to take processing, go stereo, and it made the room come to life. We recognized pretty quickly that with the original install being done around 7 years ago, we were at end of life on quite a number of our systems, and there were some obvious little punch-ups that we could do along the way that would help us to even go to the next level. Here in Orange County, wireless is like war, and so finding frequencies and all the things, it's a whole battle. We started to make the transition from the Shure ULXD line to the Axient series, and that has cleaned up so much for us. Justin helped with that process 100%. He was completely hands-on. We weren't just a random no-face client. We were someone that he was boots on the ground. His team was absolutely incredible to work with. They went over and above, and I could not recommend them enough. For someone that's tired of just being another client and wants a partnership, it's a no-brainer. The other thing that we walked into and recognized pretty early on, that we had a current stage layout that really hadn't been touched in 7 years. And so there was an original wall that had been flown up high to the ceiling and basically just used to show content. And part of the challenge for our team that we brought together here at Crosspointe was, how do we make our online experience look better, look more modern, look more current, without breaking the bank and having to start over again. Part of what Justin allowed us to do was to understand that we could take even the same wall that we already had that was flown, drop it all the way down to the ground, and we could use it as actual content behind our communicators, behind worship. And it just felt like a new room literally overnight. He and his team, they did it all within 2 days, and they could have upsold us so many times along the way, but he had the best interest for us as a long-term partner. We weren't just a client, we weren't just a sale, and he helped us make the best decision, saving a lot of money, knowing along the way that because of that partnership, we're with him for life. He's our guy. There is no having to go out and get a whole bunch of bids. We trust his character, we trust the work ethic, and we trust that at the end of the day, the product will be what it needs to be. A lot of insight, a lot of wisdom, and never ever did we feel taken advantage of or forgotten or backlined. We felt partnered with the whole time, and it was absolutely incredible. For any other creative leader out there that you're in the process right now of having to get a whole bunch of bids for your next project, and there's some great names of integration companies out there that you're obviously gonna talk to, House of God Productions has to be on that list. And it's not because they're the biggest. It's not because they have 20 years of experience. It's because they will treat you as a partner. The money will make sense. The integration timelines will be hit and met, and you'll actually have someone that's in it with you for the next 5 to 10 years and won't lose your number as soon as the check clears. Justin and his entire team are some of the best creative leaders I've ever worked with, and I've been doing this for 25 years.